2 years ago, we started our homestead with 4 laying hens. Then we added chicks, more chicks, and even more chicks. We got a couple more coops, added a garden, and towards the end of the summer, we got goats. So join us on the journey ahead as we discover the challenges, adventures, and learning that homesteading brings. The first camp was in Arizona, where we came across a story about the Aloha Chicken Project.
Right there, she's right in front now at you.
We met Sommer, who opened her breeding project up for us to check out. Her interest in developing the Aloha chicken, and perhaps one day creating a new breed, stemmed from the picture of a Swedish flower chicken that she really liked the look of.
So I thought, well, maybe I could actually try to make something like that here at home. And about 10 years later, this is what I've made.
So you've created this breed?
I have made this, yeah. There was similar breeds. There was speckled Sussex, but this is what a speckled Sussex looks compared to that feather sight photo. That was the look that I wanted.
Undertaking this kind of task is a huge mountain to climb. To create a new breed requires a great deal of mental toughness, as there are only a few successes for every 100 setbacks. Okay, so these ones are how old?
These ones are about 2.5 months old.
Okay, and so they're a month away from you figuring out which are the ones that you want to keep in the line.
Absolutely.
And are any of them jumping out at you where you'd say, hey, I think this one's a keeper?
Definitely. There's some in there with the bright yellow legs, tons of white spotting, and you'll notice other ones don't have hardly any spots at all. For the Alohas, there's only a few people in the country right now who have flocks of them, and pretty much I'm the only breeder at this point.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
This is all me right now. But part of that is that before you can present a breed to the public, you kind of have to have a nice group of them all together. So how you start to present your breed is you get a whole group of them and say, this is what I'm working towards, this is my goal, here it is, do you want to join in? But I haven't reached that part yet. So for right now, it's called the Aloha Chicken Project, not the Aloha Chicken Breed.
And that's you. You're
Yes.
the one that has launched this.
Yes.
She had a pretty efficient setup with multiple grow-out pens and runs where she could separate the chickens that met her goals from those that fell short.
These are my mature egg layers.
So this is not the...
This is my second string, my bench warmers.
Okay. This is a great setup. So I imagine they naturally roost up here.
The roosters up there are the less dominant roosters, so they tend to hang out up there during the day, and then when I let everybody out to free range, they come down but the other guys kind of keep them up in the rafters for a lot of the day.
What's been the biggest moment where you've just thought, I can't do this anymore?
In Phoenix here, our big danger is the heat. Every summer we get up to, or in excess of 30 days, 110 degrees plus. Some days we get to 116, some days 118 degrees. And chickens, anybody, any animals, it's very hard for them to handle that kind of heat. So there'll sometimes be probably 20 bowls of water, and they like to stand in the water that keeps their legs cool. But the heat is brutal. I actually had 4 hens that were at my goal, only 4 that were the right size, the right color, everything.
Give me a picture. So 4 out of how many?
Hundreds that I've raised. And I was so excited because I was like, I have these 4 hens. I just needed a good rooster. And I'm like, I have this done. And then last summer we had the second hottest summer on record. I lost 3 of the 4.
So at that point, did you have that conversation with yourself that said, I can't do this?
I think I have that conversation every summer.
What you're looking for, let me see if I can pick her out.
Okay. The trouble I've been having is not just getting the color, but also getting the size.
Okay.
And they need to have a nice upright fan-shaped tail, really bright spotting, preferably yellow legs, but they do kind of fade out on the hens as they get older.
So when you look, these are all kind of in that A-list.
Right.
Good stock.
These ones, the important thing about these ones is not only are they spotted, they're big. It's very easy for me to get the spots, but it's not easy for me to get this kind of spotting on a big chicken. So the best thing about him is his size. Yeah. I've had lots of beautiful roosters. It's very easy to get him to breed true. The breed has been very, very consistent, but it's been consistently small. And to try to find to try to get a rooster that has both the spotting and the size. He was my biggest rooster and my most colorful rooster. I do wish he had the yellow legs, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, he's
good looking.
Pretty much perfect.
It appeared the biggest challenge Sommer has is in locating others with the same energy and focus as she has. It was a great experience and certainly gave me an elevated level of respect for breeders and genetics.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a cool way to start the day, but we needed to get ready for the Coop Camp social and some intense games of chicken poop bingo.
Okay, there's still 3 squares left. So this first prize is a blue Cool Court basket stuffed with Rooster Booster products and an Echo Glow brooder.
Not only is it a great icebreaker, but it allowed us to raise awareness for the Coops for Troops project. In doing so, we had the host, Chad Prather, come hang out with the campers. The presentation started bright and early with an engaging game of chicken trivia run by Twain Lockhart.
How many chickens are there in the world? Anybody want to venture a guess? How many? Oh, you're way off. You need to add a couple of zeros. You're a little low. No, not a trillion. Yeah, about 23 to 24 billion. So it's about a 3-to-1 ratio to people. So we better be nice to them. Yes.
Maybe for tomorrow, but I'm new to the rooster world.
Okay.
And I have 8 hens. What do I can the rooster eat later?
Yes, they can. You don't want to really force him to eat oyster shell or anything. So I would, on your oyster shell, I would keep it separate. And your ratio is a little off. You need more like 12 to 18 hens for the rooster. Otherwise, they kind of tear their backs up. So seriously, that's what the... What?
I'm in bad shape.
What do you got?
I got 4 to 14.
4 roosters to 14?
Yeah.
And the roosters were probably all raised together, right?
Right.
That's why they get along. They've split the flock, and yeah, your ratio's way off.
So I need more hens.
You need more hens.
Can you tell that to Jackson?
Either that or you decide which rooster you want to keep and vote the other 3 off the island.
Yeah.
And
No, I'd like to go with option A if you
yeah,
could.
option A, more chickens. I love option A is always great. More chickens is always great.
A truly diverse group of presenters saw Ashley Wright cover zoning, biosecurity, and backyard chicken keeping through the eyes of an ag extension specialist.
Cooperative Extension was actually founded in 1914 by the Smith-Lever Act, and it set up a system of cooperative extension service at every land-grant university in every state in the nation. So every single state has a cooperative extension service. And the whole point of cooperative extension, our mission, is to engage people in the state using applied research and education, and we bring the science to you guys. And now, lesson 1. This is one I have learned the hard way, as I'm sure many of you have. Predators are smarter and stronger than we think. They are everywhere, and they are hungry. Build your fences. This is an old agricultural saying. Build your fences and your chicken coop, which I have added. Horse high, pig tight, and bull strong. We do have raccoons in Arizona. They're not common, but we do have them, and they have little fingers that can open easy hasps. So use a hasp that has 2 steps to open it, or something that has like a clip or something on it.
Susan Burek taught about natural chicken keeping, and we learned about ammonia control in the coop from our friends at Chick-fil-A. Day 1 ended with amazing presentations from the Chicken Chick on healthy chickens.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of chicken poop. Right.
And an incredibly fun presentation from Sandy with the buzz on enrichment.
So I put a bowl down on the floor and I have a flock of 5 hens and they free feed on this all day long, but I come and I offer them a toy filled with that feed, or I offer them a training session, or I come in and offer that. They will always, if given the choice, they will choose to work for that food rather than go for the free feed. Has anybody else noticed that when they go out?
Day 2 covered chicken nutrition, soldier flies, and helping your chickens handle the heat. Camp ended with a question and answer session with some of the presenters. An exhausting, but very fun and educational weekend. It may just be me, but one thing I love to do when I travel is to check out the coops of others. And so following camp, we invited ourselves out to meet Sydney and see her setup.
Okay, so this is our garden area, orchard, fruit orchard and chicken coop.
Oh my goodness.
And
This is the coop?
This is the coop. My husband built this by himself.
Holy smokes.
It's made out of cedar shake, and half of it is open for the chickens and the other half is where we keep our supplies.
She was incredibly gracious as she spent time showing us her pasture goats and donkeys. But that was a problem for me as I was dying to add donkeys into our setup.
All year round. Oh, that's the donkeys. Yeah.
And is that a distressed call?
No, they're just, somebody must be coming or going out there. That's just announcing someone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
I love
You
that.
can hear that from about a half a mile away.
Yeah.
Our neighbors love it.
Her coop was incredible and functioned well with the location of her garden.
I was the food editor for. We just planted all this. It's just now taking off.
It looks fantastic. Following the visit, we hit the road to the next Coop Camp and stopped to visit and tour an old feed mill in Lubbock, Texas. With the growing interest in organic farming and knowing where your food comes from, the demands for organic farming were growing. Our friends at New Country Organics bought this mill to better serve the South and Western United States and explain their vision to us.
People are becoming increasingly conscious about what they put in their own bodies. And most of our customers are really passionate about what their animals eat. And it's almost like they're trying to control their personal food chains. So it's about helping people take back the food chain one egg at a time. It's about helping growers put more into the soil than they take from it. And it's about creating ever more organic acreage in this country, because that's where we live. And so these social parts of what we do matter a great deal to us. And I think when people are looking to, say, source organic feed, these are some of the things they might look for.
So you come to Lubbock, you recognize that there's an organic population here that you didn't know.
Yeah.
But this mill was not built for organic manufacturing because non-GMO, organic, none of that stuff was in a conversation at that point.
Exactly, yeah. So what we're going to have to do is completely redo the mill. We're going to have to do a clean-out process. We're going to have to clean the equipment, clean all the bins out. There's been some molasses in the mill. Since we don't use any molasses in our feed, it's going to take a little bit of time to get it sanitized and get it up to organic standard. Once we get it all clean, an inspector will actually come out and go through the mill and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Basically, they're going to be looking for what's left over in the residue. I mean, if we were building a brand new mill, there'd be no question. So they're going to be looking for what residue might be left in the mixer or in the scales or in the bins. All we need to do is make sure that we get all of the GMO grain out of the system and all of the molasses, because probably a lot of the molasses was sugar beet molasses. And basically all sugar beets in America are GMO.
It was great to tour the new location, and I love that they were recycling an old mill rather than building a new facility.
We're absolutely taking a piece of property that may have been left just to decay, the ability to, in effect, recycle it or give it a new life, that's a great thing for us.
It was also impressive to see that the community was responding, and I came to learn that Lubbock has a long history of organic farming. When things slowed down at the mill, Kevin took another shot at teaching me about organic stuff. I'm not 100% clear. I think I get it conceptually on the GMO, non-GMO, organic, but can you kind of walk me through the differences between those?
Certainly.
And GMO, that's genetically modified organism?
A genetically modified organism. Okay. Non-GMO basically describes the type of feed that it is, but the only difference between conventional and non-GMO is just the seed. So with something that is non-GMO, you're still allowed to use all of the same chemical fertilizers, all of the same chemical insecticides, fungicides, everything is the same as conventional, but the only difference is just the seed. Whereas organic, you're not allowed to use a GMO seed, but you're also not allowed to use all of those chemicals. To be classified non-GMO, what that means is that you do not use a GMO seed. Other than that, all products are available to you.
Okay. I heard recently organic non-GMO as a product. Is that true? Is that possible?
Yes, that is true, because all organic is non-GMO. So you could say that if you are certified organic, you are automatically non-GMO, because of the standards, you are not allowed to use a GMO seed.
So the only complete is going through the organic, because the certification is to have anything organic, you have to have it from field?
From start to finish. Basically, the seeds, the farmer that grew the seeds has been inspected, and when it goes out to the farmer who grows it for crops for me, he is inspected. When it comes to me, I am inspected. And when a producer buys the feed for me and it goes to him and he's doing something, he's inspected. There's a long chain of inspection throughout the whole process to make sure that everything is following the rules.
So as the consumer, for me, and I'm worried about the health of my animals, I'm worried about my own family's food chain, if it says organic, I can trust it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I get it.
All right.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Admittedly, I'm a slow learner, and so I'm always grateful for those that stay with me long enough to help me retain information. Kevin is one of those special friends, as he has guided me with advice over the years on composting, chickens, gardening, and goats. At each step, I've taken bits and pieces of what he has advised, but often gone sideways for not adhering to his guidance. This time, however, he cranked it up a notch and randomly scheduled a couple of doctors and an organic farmer to drop by during my visit. You've gone organic?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've got about 3,200 acres of certified organic.
Holy smokes!
Through the state of Texas is how we're certified, and then we're in the process of certifying the rest of our acres.
Okay.
And it just takes like a 3-year transition period.
You have more than 3,200 acres?
Yes, sir. We've got about 2,000 more that we are transitioning.
What?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, 5,200.
You know, I often say that food is medicine, and we've now brought in a doctor to confirm that.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to try and validate everything you've been telling me.
Pre-World War II, we're the healthiest country in the world. And since then, it's kind of gone downhill. It's because we're too busy treating symptoms with prescription medicines instead of fixing the root cause of the problem. Typically, the root cause is related to nutrition or lack thereof. We've traded cost and convenience in our food for our health. I tell people it's like there's a fire burning in your kitchen, so your house is filling up with smoke, and you're running around the house opening the windows, turning on fans to clear the smoke out. All right, the smoke's kind of cleared out so we can breathe and we can see, and that's good, but that fire's still burning. It's gonna get you.
That's a great analogy.
And so that's what happens with,
That is a good analogy.
Every
I like
analogy
that.
I can understand, I think is a great analogy. That's a great analogy.
There you go.
If you don't mind, I may borrow that one.
You bet.
Dr. Cho, I am excited to meet you all day. I have continued to hear the name Dr. Cho, Dr. Cho. What have you done in this community? Everybody is involved with you in some way.
Well, I came here in 1989, and I started organic farming in 1999.
That's way ahead of people thinking about organic farming.
Right, and you know, if you remember USDA organic, that certification, I think it started in 2001.
So you were even ahead of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
How do you get to that place where you're ahead of everybody?
Well, first of all, I'm a cancer doctor, right?
Okay.
So we did have some information about agricultural chemicals.
And how they
harmful.
affect it. Okay.
Yes,
Mhm.
and of course I see a lot of farmers, patients.
Oh, okay.
And on top of that, I grew up farming in Taiwan with my father. We, Seth actually, how did Suhan found you? Maybe from FSA?
Well, how we came in contact with each other, you bought that farm by the airport.
Oh.
And remember the guy
Oh,
that was
yes.
farming it didn't want
Yes.
to be
Yes,
organic.
yes. Okay, so in the meantime, I bought another farm on I-27.
How many do you have?
I really don't know. I
Okay,
have
so that's
several
probably more
farms.
than 3 then, because if you had 3,
Yes,
you'd know.
I have many different farms.
That's awesome.
And some of them are as far as San Diego, California.
Really?
Yes.
All organic?
Yeah, certified organic, yes. That's avocado.
Awesome.
Avocado
That is awesome.
and orange and lemon.
A visit wouldn't be complete without getting to see some chickens, and I met Cade, Dr. Edwards' son, who brought his chickens into the store for me to see. Yeah, what happened to your arm?
I was running down to our barn and I tripped and fell on it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How bad?
Just a minor buckle.
Okay. Minor buckle. That's farm talk for
Yes.
it's broken, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, can I see your chickens?
No, this is a buff Brahma.
Can I hold?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Her name's Mocha.
Holy cow. It's thick.
big.
It's a heavy girl.
Yes, sir.
What's been the funnest part?
Just watching them. I could watch them for hours.
Isn't it incredible? They all have their own personalities.
They do. I mean, this one right here, if you leave the door of your car open, she'll hop right up in it.
Will she really? Man, they look so healthy.
Yes.
Do all your chickens look this good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever let them inside?
She comes in occasionally, but by accident.
Yeah. Have you heard about the chicken swing?
Yes, I did see that on the Coop Dreams. I watched that.
Yeah? Are you going to get one?
I'd like to.
For more fun, like Coop Dreams on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and visit our website at www.fadedjeans.tv.
Y'all know what a hen saddle is? We had that going on. We had one hen. She must have been real foxy because the rooster would not leave her alone and tore her back up. So we got one, and I picked the color. I got camouflage. My neighbor is a National Guardsman. So he comes over. He's all, whoa, what's that? And I said, well, Cargill's experimenting with bulletproof vests for chickens in combat areas. And he's like, really? And I'm like, no.